Hi, this is a review of a paper by someone, Iqbal, I think his name was, who posted it on the tips and tricks page in Facebook. And let's do it real quickly here because I don't have much time. All right, so here's the question up top. Now this is a Cambridge question. I've seen it many times. I've taught it in classes I've taught, and let's break it down and analyze exactly what the question is saying. Okay. So how do you do that? Well, ask yourselves the WH questions: who, when, what, when, where. What does it mean? Okay. So let's start with who. In some countries, the average weight of people is increasing. Okay, so the who is people in some countries. Okay? Not everywhere, but some countries. Where? Some countries. When? Is increasing. So we know it's happening now. Present continuous here. What's happening? Their levels of health and fitness are decreasing. Okay, while at the same time, their weight is increasing. And this is a standard situational essay. A situational essay, you have an issue is presented, and then you will either have to talk about the causes of the problem or the problems. What are the problems? Here the problems are identified, and you're just going to talk about the causes, and then another paragraph talk about what measures can be taken to solve them. Okay, now, in your question that you put on Facebook, you did not include this part of the instructions. And this is in every task too. Give reasons for your answers and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge and experience. Every task 2 will have that addition. Do you do that? Okay, if you don't do that, then you're not doing what they're asking. Let's see what you did. Okay, now the goal in the opening paragraph, your introduction, is to demonstrate that you understand what the question is asking by paraphrasing it effectively, and answering it in brief if you want to. But do you understand the question? That's the first thing that the introduction will tell you. And we start with this: it is undeniable. Why would you start with that? Every question in IELTS is about, well, there are some givens, but why it is undeniable? Is it just because someone told you to put that down? Because the rest of the sentence, it is undeniable that people are becoming overweight in every part of the world. In some countries, in every part of the world. Are those two the same thing, or are they in fact actually the opposite of one another? This shows that you have misunderstood the question because you're talking about every part of the world, and it's not what it asks. Also, in the first sentence, you failed to paraphrase. Look at it right here. Their levels of health and fitness are decreasing. Okay, so you've got 9 words in a row, and their level of health and fitness are decreasing. Okay, and here you have 9 words and the exact same 9 words. You can't do that. They're just going to ignore that. Except the fact that you failed to copy the correct grammar of the sentence. Levels. Levels goes with are. Level goes with is. Okay? You've got your subject, level, and your verb, are. Okay? They need to agree with one another. And so in the first sentence, you've shown us that you don't understand the question and that you are making a very basic grammar mistake. And then you continue it here. There are several level. This really shouldn't happen. Are several. Obviously, what's going to come after that is going to be plural. That's elementary level English. There are levels. What does that mean anyway? You don't show me that you understand what the word level means, because you're just copying it from the sentence before. Okay, such as. So I guess you meant to say causes here. There's a comma, you need a comma there, such as unhealthy food, personal habits, should be plural, and sedentary lifestyles. There are some ways to solve these problems by improving physical activities. I'm going to say improving physical activities. This should be avoiding, and you need an and in there instead of just a comma, and avoiding bad habits. You can see already you have the bad habit of not using your plurals and your singulars correctly. To begin with is not a good opener, not a good transition. It doesn't show that you are connecting it to anything in the previous paragraph. It's just a canned connector, like you pulled it out of a can. The human being. Which one? Human being only can be used, should be used in reflection of, or in discussions of biology. And we're people. We're not human being. The human being worked. Past tense? No longer? Works. We're talking about current habits. I should have done this coding beforehand. Works for a long time in office. In an office. Office is a noun, and nouns usually will require an article of some kind, unless they're plural and speaking in general. And they sit in front of computer. A computer. Once again, got to have your articles. They sit in front of a computer after finish they work. Wait, they sit in front of the computer after they finish their work? They seems. Oh my goodness. Once again, S goes with the singular, and he seems. They seem to be reluctant to do exercise. In addition. No, you cannot go in addition yet. What does the instructions tell you? They tell you, give reasons for your answers. Well, here's your first answer, and you don't give any reasons behind it. Or you just say that they work a long time, and they seem to be reluctant to work out. So, what happens because of that? That's a point. Explain that. In addition, at lunchtime, comma, they go on restaurant. Go to restaurants and eat junk food. So there should be Their Their weight increases. Why? Explain this. For instance, here we have an example. In previous year, what year? The Time magazine. Oh God, not a magazine article. Mentioned article on average weight people. 94% of people eat unhealthy food. As a result, they suffer from serious diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease. Oh my God. We were just talking about people's weight increasing. Not serious. This is off topic. 94%. Oh my God. This is such made up bullshit. Furthermore, people who drink orange juices, Coke is a juice. High sugar levels, so mankind weight incline. No. In the past. Well, we're not talking about the past. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Because we also had one other cardinal error that saves me from finishing this. 410 words. Okay, it's asking you to write around 250. 300 to 330 is your maximum. Anything over 330, I don't read. And this is from a word counting website, which, by the way, you're using the word time 10 times. How's that possible? You use the word time 10 times. I'm sorry, Iqbal, you've got a long way to go, my friend. Unless you're going for a 5.5, which you're not quite there yet. Huh?